Live from the road. We are on YouTube.
Dude,
And
this might be a habit. I literally crack this every time you go live or every time we get on.
it says reconnecting.
Bro, that's like, this is literally like, Dad, this is an addiction shit. Every time you turn on the cameras, I'm like,
Is it bad service?
Bro, you have the Wi-Fi on? You might want to take that off.
Take off Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Sorry guys, it is always it's always a whole thing. Good morning. First of all, I apologize that my wife and I have not been able to do cafecito time. So this is the bootleg version. Welcome.
The espresso version.
Welcome to the bootleg version. What version is this? This is the on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. You know you're in South Texas when you see deer processing, smokehouse, beef jerky facilities. I don't know, is this considered South Texas yet? I don't know. I'm not very good at geography, but Facebook.
You're better than me, dude.
Come on, bro. You got to know a little bit about your maps. You got to know a little bit about what's north of you, what's south of you. My wife is notorious. She'll be like, I don't know nothing about no California. Because she'll be like, hey, so if we do San Diego and if we do Covina, could we do... And she'll be like something like, could we do San Jose the next day? And I'm like, or whatever, right? Or she'll be like,
yeah.
Or like, wait, can't we do Stockton after... Or whatever. Can't we do Sacramento after we do... And it's like... You do realize you're going in the opposite direction, or like you do realize that's like on the other end of the state.
Is Marisol from Texas?
She's Texan, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's probably.
You ever heard my wife talk?
Well, yeah, but you know what it is? It's like when we're from Texas, like everything is a lot further apart, and then when you get to like the other states,
the other countries,
the other states, you know, the divided states, whatever. It's easier to get to one state to the other, so we kind of underestimate California. That's what I do. Like, I underestimate how far apart everything is in California.
Meaning, like,
Because Texas, I feel like everything is farther apart. All the major cities are, like, 4 hours, 5 hours here.
If you're wondering where we're going, today I'm doing a private performance for, drum roll, the United States Border Patrol, baby. Far sector. The front lines. Keeping out the pervs and cagapalos.
Bringing them last, because there's some crazy shit going on.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I've never done anything like this, so I'm assuming, man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great bunch of people. Tomorrow, I'm doing something low key, something on the island, South Padre Island, super low key. I think there will be probably 0 Chingo Bling fans, possibly 0 hip hop fans. Possibly 0 comedy fans, but it's okay, man. It's an off day, and I'm already gonna be in the neck of the woods, so it makes sense. This Friday, this is the main thing I gotta tell y'all. This Friday, Victoria, Texas, official tour stop. I'm headlining. I'm doing an hour, and we got a great lineup for you guys. This Friday, literally like what, 48, 72 hours away. And what about radio?
You do a radio drop?
That's just a record. That's just a recording into my phone.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's not an interview. I don't think I'm doing interviews and all that. But get your tickets, man. If you're in the Victoria, Texas area, this Friday. Wednesday's episode of RPT drops today, right? It'll drop today. But we're on the road, y'all. Y'all see, we fell off on Cafecito Time. I was in Covina, I was in San Diego, I was everywhere except going live. So yeah, we kind of fell off, we lost momentum. I'm sure my Google overlords, the people who run these platforms, are like, you thought you was gonna make 15 cents? Now you're gonna make 10 cents. And they crack the whip. They're like, boy, you better upload. Basically, my tech overlords are like, you're not uploading enough. not making enough videos. But guess what? We're going to figure that out. If I got to stop taking my kids to their activities, then so be it. That way my tech overlords could be like, hey man, you're going to make 15 cents per 1,000 views. Something going to get cut out because I haven't figured out how to clone myself yet. I'm not Jamie Foxx. I do not know how to clone myself yet. However, did make it to jiu-jitsu one time this month. Not complaining. And you know what, bro? This is how you know, like, I was never in team sports and I was never a real athlete. The fact that I just passed 2 people's guard in jiu-jitsu is like such a major thing for me. Like such a big purple belts. So I'm a little white belt. I'm a little white belt with 2 stripes. And it's early. Oh, Lord have mercy. What are we doing for breakfast, y'all?
I'm still taking their kids to school right now.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. My wife, I'm sure my wife is up right now doing the same thing with the little ones. Papi's not at home right now. Papi got to go work. And Papi's grateful for having work because the last thing we want is Chingo Bling during the pandemic with no comedy clubs and 0 work and 0 resume and 0 skills and 0 job history. Anyway, I passed 2 purple belt guards. I passed their guard. Some of y'all are like, I don't know what that means. But basically, man, I was very excited. I was like, oh shit. And they were kind of like surprised too, like, oh shit, you got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh damn, okay, bro, you got me. You passed my guard. So you're out, buddy. Chingo Bling stays. Chingo Bling is the king of the hill right now. And you got to go line up on the wall. And I told my wife the story yesterday. She was like, what? And what happened after you passed her guard? Because that was the drill, right? I was like, I raised my hand to the people up against the wall. I said, send me my opponent. Show me my opponent. Basically, who's next? And then the next person passed my guard right away. So I was king of the hill for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Because my boy Kyle, he's a big ass white belt, and he just basically threw my legs out the way and just body slammed himself on top of me. And then that was it. I was like, all right, I'm done. Not to mention the warm-up kicked my behind. The humidity was kicking my behind. The disgusting copious amounts of sweat on that gi, bro. The gi weighed 100 pounds. I was like carrying water. Like all the water and electrolytes that were coming out my body, out of my pores, were soaking into the gi. And then I was hauling this wet gi around on my body. Everything was soaked. But I was very grateful. And here's what I decided. I announced it on Red Pill Tamales podcast. Join the Patreon and let me know, should we keep it going? Because elections are what, a year away? Right?
Yeah.
So if anything, like, even though sometimes I want to take a break and I want to use that time elsewhere, and I'm not going to lie to y'all, even though it's not a lot of time, like, I don't have a lot of time because I'll still be having to take my baby to swim class and, you know, pick them up from school and things like that. But anyway, sometimes I be wanting to take a break from podcasting because I get discouraged and I feel like not enough people care. And, you know, I'm like, damn, I get impatient. I'm like, damn, this should be super popping right now. And I'm like, well, maybe it just sucks and nobody cares about this stuff. But
you got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of feedback, like everywhere, like at the airport, you know. That's why I like kind of being out in other places, like working, not just sitting around waiting on your next gig.
So we keep going.
But anyway, if there was ever a time to keep podcasting, I would say now is the time to just stay at it because Number one, if lockdowns happen again.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Whoopi Goldberg caught the Rona. And they made sure to tell everybody on TV, so many people theorize. So I feel like now's the best time to keep it going because elections are coming around the block. So it's about to be Super Bowl. It's about to be the Super Bowl of politics, and maybe the normies might start to pay attention a little bit more and might be curious, like, yo, so how is this going to affect me? Even though a lot of people, how many people have you met? Let me know in the comments. How many people have you met that ask and say this kind of thing? You know what, bro? At the end of the day, neither side really cares about us, and it's not really going to make a difference in my life. I just got to focus on what I got to do. Which makes a lot of sense, but how many people have you met that feel that way? Like, why should I pay attention? Why should I care if at the end of the day, nothing's really going to matter or change?
Well, they were saying that at the beginning, but right now, they're kind of filling in their pockets. And so it's like, hey, man, why did this go up? Hey, man, why did this go up? Well, it's called inflation. And this is how it works. It slowly trickles in, and then it just catches you by surprise. And then you're like, oh, shit, I'm homeless now.
Or like, hey, wait a minute. What is this digital currency? Wait, what is BRICS?
Wait, $2,000 a month?
Wait, so all this time, the dollar, we've been riding off a high that the fact that the petrodollar, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these countries got to trade off of the dollar.
Going too deep.
Well, it's too deep?
I think so. I think you're losing your crowd.
I think Juan don't give y'all enough credit.
I think it's too early in the morning.
Well, maybe that too. Because we were podcasting at midnight. And then I had to get up at 5:30. And I'm not complaining because construction workers be up before that. I don't know. This is my main point. My main point is this. I was out of breath at jiu-jitsu. And it's about to be sober September. And if anybody has any suggestions on any supplement or natural remedy as to what you could do, obviously exercise, right? Like, hey, dude, you got to step up your cardio. Like, you're out of shape, number one. But also, like, stop smoking. Obviously, don't drink. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. At some of these shows I was doing, first of all, at the comedy club in San Diego, they'd be like, hey, man, we got some really good bourbon. We got good whiskeys. We got, what do you want? We got good this. You got to sip on a little something. And then they'll bring you the glass with a baseball ice cube, like a big ass, like golf ball looking ass, bigger than a golf ball, ice cube just sitting, marinating, mixing, making it real delicious.
Maybe like an old fashioned?
No, an old fashioned is a whole bunch of ingredients, which I love that drink, by the way. It's got like orange peel and all this other bitters and vermouth. Cabrón, pinche cocktail.
That's one of the ones I know that usually they bring a big ass ice with it too. On that one.
Yeah. So anyway, these clubs are amazing and they have like really good drinks and stuff. So I'm not gonna lie, I'd have me a drink or two at some of these shows, but I'ma chill because I did not like how I was dying. I mean, not to mention, bro, like, Houston is hot. And where this jiu-jitsu gym, it's a bodega. They have fans, but what is a shop fan really going to do besides blow hot air?
It's also been over 100 in Houston.
It's been over 100 freaking degrees.
Every single day for like months.
And I don't really do a good job of drinking enough water. But when I got out of that class, I was just chugging water. I was like, give me another bottle. Give me some Tehuacan. Let me put some electrolytes and some sodium, potassium, whatever the hell in that one. Let me sip on that while I do this. Let me get another Tehuacan. I was just sipping. But if y'all have any suggestions, comments about how to go about clearing out your lungs, is there something at Whole Foods they sell? What's up, bro? What you
I almost hit the coffee cup.
Okay, you want me to move some shit out the way?
No, I just didn't know if it was full or not.
Sorry, I'm rambling because it's early. I've been up since 5:30, and we were podcasting at midnight because I was only home for a day and a half, which is fine because I'm not complaining. I know my wife's gonna be like, I heard you was being bitter on live with your fans, and that you got a bad attitude. And I'm gonna be like, nah, it's just I'm tired because I've been going to California every week for the past month. But California fans are great, man. Ontario's to the gills. I can't even remember everywhere I was. Where was I? Ontario was lit. What else did I do?
I know Arizona's been hitting you up a lot.
Well, Arizona, keep that energy.
Keep it.
Because a club hit us up and they're like, yo, we talking about bringing you to do a weekend. None of this Wednesday shit. A lot of these markets, bro, I know I'm hotter than a Wednesday, bro. I don't think I'm a Wednesday type of person in some of these markets. But it is what it is. Houston talking about we'll give you a Sunday. Boy, what you talking about? Boy, what you talking about? You Trill recognize Trill, and you ain't it. And you ain't it. And guess what? A fight come with that, and you gonna smell my cologne. You gonna smell my cologne. Sending that bullshit through the air.
Trying to maybe work on the Lord's Day? Oh, jeez. Sunday.
Chingo, Bling in Houston, my hometown, #1 market. You gonna offer me a Wednesday? Boy, what I look like? Don't answer that. My blood pressure just went up, dog.
Sorry.
Anyway, House of Blues was lit. House of Blues was lit. Don't play with me. You gonna smell my cologne? You gonna smell my cologne? It's either gonna be some Issey Miyake or some Yves Saint Laurent. I don't even wear cologne. I'm just quoting Pimp C.
Damn. All right.
Look here, man. Shout out to Covina. Shout out to San Diego. It was so lit. My boy Annie Mean. You know I've been having I had a musical guest doing a guest spot.
I saw that.
Yeah,
that.
buddy.
Yeah.
Look here, man. You come to a Chingo Bling show, you don't know what the hell you're gonna get. In a good way. Victoria, Texas this Friday. Was for breakfast. I'm actually getting hungry. I wish I would fast more. Don't eat yet, Chingo. And I know it's nothing but greasy stuff on the side of the road. It's gonna be nothing but some drive-through. You ain't got time to pull over. You're gonna have to get you some nasty little drive-through, and you're gonna sit here with your seatbelt, and it's gonna sit in your stomach. But anyway, Victoria, Texas this Friday. If anybody has any suggestions, is there an elixir I could take from my lungs? Juan, help me stay on topic. Help me stay on topic, Juan.
No,
Give me a topic.
I just think it's funny. You're like, dude, is there an elixir I can take for my lungs? You sound like you're dying.
I felt like I was dying, dude. You don't understand because you don't really smoke.
I smoke with you. I'm a social smoker.
You have smoked in the past, but you don't really be. First of all, my pipe is dirty. I ain't got no business putting that shit to my lungs. My pipe is dirty. I need a pipe cleaner. I'm over here talking about I want to get into cigars and shit. Meanwhile, I like jujitsu. Meanwhile, I can't breathe. So maybe I just need to find a better habit to deal with boredom and anxiety of okay, I just got out of traffic. Can anybody relate to this? I just got out of traffic and I'm super worked up, and instead of having road rage, I'm just gonna go upstairs and hit the weed in my restroom one time and get a head change and get my mind right.
Oh, I thought you were doing more cigars because you're doing a lot more voiceovers for Andrew Tate. And you're like, you know what, I gotta get in the character.
No, that's not why. I like cigars too. I really do enjoy them because, especially before hitting the stage. But it's been 110 degrees, so you don't want to go outside.
Yeah.
They don't let you smoke that shit inside. I really enjoy it. A little natural, little nicotine. Somebody said, why you coming to ¿Cómo se llama? Why you coming to far? Doing a private event for the United States Border Patrol. They're the first line of defense. Right now they're overwhelmed, and I want to definitely give them some encouragement. They're the first line of defense, man. And I don't know if y'all know, but they've been welding open the gates down there, I think in Arizona, because of ecological reasons. They're saying it's for like moose migration and things of that nature. Barnacles. There's some barnacles in the river that they need to keep healthy. But here's the good thing though. The good thing though is that although those gates, like 140 gates, are welded open, the good thing is that cartels, child traffickers, perverts, gang members, and cagapalos are really people that play by the rules, and they're not going to take advantage of that open gate, Juan.
Never.
Don't think, Juan, the border's secure, Juan. Don't think that just because this administration got rid of all the materials, infrastructure, turned off the cameras and the lights, and welded open the gates, that doesn't mean that bad people are going to mix in, Juan. So you're a sellout and a race trader for not thinking that it's strictly abuelitas who are coming to contribute and sell tamales. That's it. They're just protect the street vendors, bro. It's just street vendors that are nice, and they're gonna contribute. That's all it is. There's no cagapalos mixed in, bro. There's nobody on a terror watch list. Nobody from another country that hates us. None of those people. So get that out of your head. And that's why I'm headed to FAR, man. Today, doing a private event for the Border Patrol. Tomorrow, I'll be on a resort. I think it's like a private event.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled, guys. So you got the next shows, you got these shows, and then you got Victoria
this Friday. Denver coming up,
and then
San Antonio coming up.
And that's pretty much the tour, right? So far, there might
Pretty
be some
much.
other surprises, but those are the main ones you get tickets for right now.
Victoria, Denver, San Antonio. Please don't be like, man, I ain't know you was in the tone. Man, I ain't know you was out here in Colorado, player.
And if you got your tickets already, tell your friends, tell your family, so they don't miss out. And then be like, hey, why didn't you tell me? Tell them. Tell them right now.
Tell a friend. I do want to share this though. Oh, look at this. I keep asking, but is Denver something? Go to the website. Denver's coming up. Oh, it's Denver's VIP meet and greet. Yes, don't worry. I'll take pictures after the show, and I'll make sure that if you are VIP, I'll make sure that they line y'all up first. I'll make sure nobody drops the ball. I'll be on the staff's ass. I'll make sure to be on my manager's ass.
Wait, am I going with you?
Oh, I don't know about that. If y'all buy enough tickets, Juan could come.
And then Chingo don't have to play promoter. Or Chingo doesn't have to get on.
Oh, I don't got to be fucking road manager.
I'll be road manager.
I ain't got to be fucking road manager. I ain't got to be the fucking bad guy. Excuse my language. I'm not going to be waiting around in the green room saying, I thought y'all was going to come get me when they were lined up and ready.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking hot bougie. Anyway, Victoria, Texas this Friday. Then we have Denver coming up. And then we have San Antonio coming up. I love this job. Dude, I'm always on a high. When we're out there on the road doing shows, you're just like natural buzz, bro, because you're performing, the material's hot, the jokes are working, the performance is great, the crowds are hot, the feedback is there, they're laughing hard, they're peeing their pants, you're improvising, you're using all your tools and skills.
Yeah, but Chingo, if they saw you last year, how different is your set this year?
Extremely different.
Oh, you changed up your set.
There might be like a little nugget in there that's like similar if you've seen me recently, only because you still gotta like set up, like some of y'all might know me from this. You know what I mean? Like there's sometimes it's gonna be people's first time at the show. Dude, I got some people that are like, I never heard of you. I don't really listen to rap music. I have no idea who you are, but somebody brought me. You get a variety of people.
And it's always good feedback at the end too.
Yeah, people always like, man, I seen such and such. That they ain't got shit on you, or like, man, keep this going, or bring back the bobbleheads, and I'm like, I can't bring everything all the time. Stuff sells out. When you gonna bring the Mamado team merch back? Are you gonna make supplements again?
So the material is different, and you talk about like family and stuff like that in your set. So it's like it's really good. So it's not just certain things, guys. So if you saw him last year, it's a different set now. Talks about his family, talks about him, talks about just everything. So it's actually really good. You get some stuff out of it.
No, I think you'll enjoy it. Tell a friend. That's what I always tell people at the show. If you had a good time, please tell a friend. Because your friends are going to trust you. Not me on live saying it's John Blaze. My shit way more John Blaze than a lot of these fools out here talking about they comedians and shit. Lackluster individuals ain't putting in the work. Speaking of family. So my little baby, my 2-year-old, she's attending like a little church, like mommy's day out, like school, like baby pre-K, where they like play on the playground and
the pre-K.
The pre-K, like they take a nap. You know, it's super cute, bro. That they're just so stimulated. They're engaged. Yeah. Like she's not on the tablet. They're playing outside when it ain't too hot. Yeah. She's meeting other kids. She did crafts, like she did little homework, like little, you know, whatever they can do, color. Yeah. She put her hands in paint and then put them on the paper, and it's like my first day and her little hands. And I went to pick her up. Well, we dropped her off, and she ran straight to the toys. What's up, sweet 87 Mex? Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate it. That's not a comment. It just says behind the scenes. I don't know what that is, but thank you. So listen, before I read these comments and look at these home remedies. So we dropped off the 2-year-old. She ran straight to the toys, and she was fine. And then when I picked her up after school, it was so funny because I pull up, and they when you walk into the front of the school, they already say, hey, they're picking up such and such, have her ready. So by the time I walk down the hall and get down there, they're already getting her ready. So I'm looking through the window, and I'm trying to see how she is, and she's all, bye, bye, to all her friends. Bye, bye. She's just waving around, bye, telling everybody bye. And she just looked like she was like the leader in the class, like teacher's pet, Little Miss Popular. Even though it's first day, she's 2. Yeah. But the feedback, I was like, so how'd she do? They're like, well, she didn't like the lunch that we give. She liked the lunch that y'all packed. She did take a nap, but she woke up a little scared, and she was crying because she didn't have her shoes on. She thought she lost her shoes. So she's like, my shoes. And then they put her shoes on, and she stopped crying. And then they send you pictures and updates. You know, because you're putting your child in their hands. So, like, there's cameras everywhere, bulletproof glass, armed security. Don't play. Especially because it's a Christian school, and we already know Christians are under attack. Do not play. So they send you picture updates of, like, oh, they're on the playground. You know what I mean? Like, they're playing, they're coloring. Sorry, YouTube. Looks like we're having bad connection. But let me read this comment on YouTube. Somebody said, make a ginger, turmeric, lemon juice, garlic, cayenne pepper tea with, I'm not done, with honey. Use all fresh ingredients. It will help you out, Chingo. Thank you so much. I'm going to read it again. Ginger, turmeric, lemon juice, garlic, cayenne pepper tea with honey. I wonder if I need to put all that in a little sash. Is that the word? Like put all those ingredients in a little baggie.
Well, I used to mix that in like a drink I used to make whenever I like starting off in the morning, and do just just the ginger and the turmeric alone are gonna be like,
what is
gonna hit hard, and the cayenne pepper too. Shit.
But what does turmeric taste like or do? I mean, I know what it tastes like,
strong, yeah.
But it really does open up your lungs.
All that stuff that they just listed is all stuff that anti-inflammatory stuff, and it just all that shit's gonna hit you hard.
But it's gonna get all the mucus or whatever.
Yeah, that shit's gonna, like, just listening to the list, I was like, damn.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, I'm not gonna lie.
I might have some Tums ready for that shit, or some kind of heartburn type of shit.
Yeah, but look, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is like a real. Oh, yo, we should probably do Whataburger, brother. Yeah, let's do that Whataburger. Let me say this, because I know I've been on here half an hour chewing y'all's ear off. What do you call that? It's a moment where I'm like having to like be honest with myself, have to look in the mirror and realize like, hey, bro, you're breathing. Like, number one, you're out of shape. That's number one. But lung-wise, like, I have to really, really think to myself, how stressed have you been the past decade?
Yeah.
Or two? Like, when did you first start smoking? Like, I need to be honest with myself. Obviously, I don't smoke as much as, like, most people that smoke. Like, Raymond Orta, Be Real, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Mario Superstar Salazar. A lot of my rapper friends smoke way more. I mean, they're rolling blunts after blunts. Me, I'll have a little bowl, load it in the little pipe, take a little hit, like a little hit in the morning, maybe a little hit at night, maybe once in the afternoon. One more. What did he say?
He said, be with us in just a moment.
Oh, okay. What you getting, bro?
Jalapeno cheddar biscuit.
Jalapeno cheddar biscuit. So it's a biscuit with that egg, cheese, and sausage?
Yeah, it's only back for a limited time. Gotta get.
A la madre.
That used to be my favorite.
Are you guys familiar? Are y'all privy? Or are you out of your element when it comes to jalapeno biscuits? Jalapeno with the cheddar built in. The cheddar's built into the biscuit?
Yeah.
With the jalapeno?
Yeah.
Coupled with?
Yeah. It's compound.
I'm out of my element. That's flavor compounding on flavor.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I'm going to finish my rant about me being honest with myself. Like, hey, bro, what's your VO2 max? What I don't want is to have emphysema. Give me the same thing, bro, the combo.
Can we have 2 jalapeno cheddar biscuit combos?
What should I get to drink?
Yes. Can I get 1 water? What do you want?
And a coffee.
And a coffee?
No
Water and 1 what, sir?
Coffee?
AKA black water.
All right, anything else?
That's it.
Oh, you know, Miles, you hear that little bullshit cough?
1.
All right, you need ketchup, jelly, anything like that?
No, we're good.
Nah, cuh.
All right, it's going to be $12.97.
No que my cuh.
Thank you.
All right.
You want creamer or anything?
Nah, raw dog, baby. Nick Z, what's up, big dog? Member of the Thea. He says, stopping smoking will be a start. Yes. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I do give in, I'm going to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't a lot of real motherfuckers out here, big dog. A lot of motherfuckers ain't transparent. But it's a crossroad, because in that class, when I was hurting and gasping and like humidity all in my lungs, probably mixed with, the cough and congestion that I had recently, coupled with whatever, I literally told myself, like, bro, you always say that when you're in this class. You always say, man, I really got to stop smoking. Dude, I probably want to cut back. And then I don't, because I forget. Because I'll go a week or two without going back to the jiu-jitsu gym. And then all that good, positive, what do you call that? All that good, all that confidence and the high, just riding off the high that I'm learning a new skill, it starts to fade and go away, and then I fill the void with habit. I fill the void with routine. I fill the void with dang, it's a therapy session, my boy. Who else get you a therapy session at 7 or 8 in the morning?
Why are you taking the kids to school?
I'm honest, bro. I'm honest. Like, I'll be telling y'all when I'm frustrated. I'll tell y'all when I'm frustrated. I'll tell y'all when, like, man, I'll be wanting to take a break from podcasting. I feel like damn, my shit should be way more popping. I was ranting on last night at midnight when we were recording. Like, bro, I feel like I'm just a good guest on other people's podcasts because they got their stuff built up. And then I'm hoping that some of those eyeballs are going to migrate over over to my, ¿cómo se llama? Okay, somebody said Blue Blazer in the know. Hey, man, it's Gray Blazer, man. Stop saying Juan is still with the blue blazer, bro. Juan is wearing the gray blazer.
It's soon to be a different color again.
And he finna switch that whole up. He finna
This one's too big now. I need a different one.
He finna pull up red blazer on you boys. Like Chugnai, carnal. Something like. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be performing in Vegas. The deposit has hit. I will be. Hey, man, I'm doing Vegas, bro, Canelo weekend, and they say I might be able to meet him. And they say when I'm performing with Tiffany Haddish and Big Boy and all these other people, Canelo and his family might be in the building. So you know I'm going to go in. And I've been practicing that bit at all my shows. But anyway, what I was saying is I've come to the crossroad where I have to be honest with myself and say, hey, bro, you're kind of a hypocrite because you're over here promoting health and wealth, and you saying you're a family man. You saying you want to be around for your kids. Like, you have a 2-year-old, and meanwhile, you huffing and puffing in class. So I brought my jump rope, and I brought my little tiny weights, the ones that you could. They're, first of all, they're like light pink purple. They're my wife's like half pound. They're for shadow boxing, bro. All right, I don't want to hear no negativity in the comment section about the hue of these weights. But I brought them, man. There's gonna be. I'm gonna do Tabata. Matter of fact, am I gonna have to film some of this shit to hold myself accountable and not upload it? Cause
do a montage, like a Rocky montage.
I'm gonna look real goofy if I upload that shit. I don't even think the Discord wants to see that. Bonsai moving all around when you're trying to jump rope.
They might want to see Theo Hoover working out.
I feel like Theo Hoover right now, bro. Like, health-wise, I feel like Theo Hoover. And I just downloaded this audiobook that Chris Bettis' bass player recommended. It's Dr. Peter Attia, and the book is called Outlive. So he's talking about what markers, health markers to look out for, what precursors you might want to look at para enderezar el barco. Like don't wait till you in your 50s and you got heart disease. Like, in other words, if you could catch some shit early in your 30s by getting a DEXA body scan and checking your visceral body fat, like check your liver fat. Do you need a liver detox? That's how you know I turned 44. That's what the fuck I be concerned with. Like, hey, man, my 2-year-old, bro, when she's 30, how does that gonna make me? Let me see. If I'm 44 and she's 2, that's 42 years apart. If she's 30, I'm gonna be 72.
You can be Joe Biden, Donald Trump.
72.
You can be like our president.
This person right here said, Gina Wilson says, I never smoked in my life. You know what, man? I will say this. Let me give weed a little bit of credit. Because it's not all bad. They got CBD in there, and they got some little THC in there. I will say this. Before I started smoking, I feel like I was just a little too high-wired, way too anxious, nervous, and high-sprung. And that shit kind of like chilled me out a little bit. But then it just became habitual because you're in your early 20s and you trying to excuse my language, you're trying to let's see what this biscuit talking about. You're trying to navigate.
You try it on there? Tell everybody how it is.
Yeah, I'll try it in the. It's just hard holding 2 phones. I'm just giving you my excuse as to why smoking became so habitual. Cause I was a college boy. I was a school boy. I wasn't Mr. Marihuano. I wasn't your typical marihuano. I was more of like, I'm fresh out of college and I'm in this show business thing. A lot of people around me do it, and a couple good friends suggested like, hey bro, you're a little bit too sober. Anybody ever tell you that?
Well, I've been straight edge all the way up until maybe like 4 years ago.
If you could function as straight edge, kudos to you, Juan Perez and Gina Wilson.
Well, I said up until 4 years ago.
What was the first thing what did you do? What made you not straight edge 4 years ago?
I just was like
Peer pressure, curiosity.
It was more curiosity and just like kind of looking into it, and then probably listening to Rogan's damn podcast. Rogan kind of wrote me in where it was like, he's making a lot of good points, and so I was like,
about weed.
Yeah, and I was like, let me just see what this is, because I had friends that were doing it, and so I never felt peer pressure, but I was like, let me just try this, and I tried it, and I was like, I don't really feel any different. I just didn't recognize.
You had some reg.
No, I think it was hard for me to recognize it. Like, you know what I mean?
You didn't feel any change?
No. And then after a while,
how many hits did you take?
I took enough because the only thing that was different, but I didn't recognize it at first, it was hard for me to wake up in the mornings because it would just
make you groggy.
Yeah. And so like that's been my relationship with it, where it's like it's not for me.
You must have had a bad, weird strain.
No, but even now when I have it now, that's why I stay away from it. Even if it's good stuff, it doesn't matter what strain it is.
You get groggy?
I get groggy. It's like not for me. It just does not work with me. Now, other things, sure. There's been other things I've tried that I'm like, man, this is the thing for me.
Oh, speaking of other things, have y'all heard? Let me know in the comments. Did y'all hear what allegedly that boy Barry Soetoro was doing? Let me know in the comments.
Big Mike. There might be something to Big Mike.
Bro,
there might be something to...
No, but did you hear what he was smoking, allegedly?
Oh, is he doing that?
You didn't hear what he was smoking?
Smoking that rock.
Bro, you ain't heard then. If Juan Perez, a.k.a. Mr. Great Blazer, ain't heard...
I don't have a Twitter. I don't have an X.
Not even Twitter, bro. Like, I mean, you keep up with... I mean, you watch the entire Republican debates.
Yeah, but I'm not watching old president. I'm watching new stuff. I don't keep up with Barry.
Yeah, but like Tucker Carlson, everybody's talking about it. Like Tucker Carlson,
yeah,
Jack Posobiec, or whoever. Like I haven't listened to War Room. I don't think it's so new that they haven't covered it. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Good morning, Queen of Crunk. Good morning. We just got the jalapeno cheddar biscuits. Upcoming tour dates, man. Victoria this Friday. And luego Denver, Colorado. We're doing a whole weekend. That's like 5-6 shows. After that, San Antonio. Pull up on your boy. 2-0. Can't wait.
San Antonio is the beginning of October, and Denver is the end of this month. Somewhere in the middle of this month.
Yeah, somewhere.
Check it on the website, guys.
Check out the website. Anyway, I think I've chewed y'all's ear off enough. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of this cheddar bay biscuit. I feel like I'm at Red Lobster at 8 in the morning. We were discussing marijuana, and I'm gonna just try to give my lungs a break. And you know what, bro? I'm gonna have to find something. This is what I'm gonna have to do, because this is how habits work. I'm gonna have to find the thing that's gonna replace it.
Yeah.
So it's like when I'm like, oh man, now would be a perfect time to take a little hit of weed. I'm gonna have to do like 10 air squats, 10 push-ups. If there's a kettlebell around, do some swings until the thought subsides. All right, let's take a bite. Sorry that you get to see the tour bus ceiling for a second. Dun dun dun. This probably isn't the most healthy thing.
Definitely not.
Probably not the most healthy thing.
Probably the worst.
Many people would say It is the worst possible thing.
Well, it's healthier than McDonald's.
I mean, there's some egg in there. The egg is good for you.
Yeah.
Sausage might be a little bit too processed, a little bit too fatty, but at least there's some protein in there. I'm gonna go ahead and take the bite off air because I can't hold everything.
Stop playing. Good, right? Yeah.
There's a lot of words that come to mind. They're all either cuss words or inappropriate words. Inappropriate words that, depending on the context and your ethnicity, you may or may not be allowed to say. It's like, how was it?
Oh my god.
Depending on the context and what hood you grew up in, and who you're around, and what platform you on, and who tape recording you.
Is that
And
good?
if it's 2023, you may lose. Oh, I don't have a lot. I don't have any endorsements, so I'm not gonna really lose endorsements.
You might have a Rogan moment. When they come back on you.
That's so funny how they did Rogan, because he was like quoting, right? Wasn't like every time he said it, he was like quoting, like,
Well, he
oh,
was quoting it, and he was kind of bringing up the point of why is it demonized, and why is that the only word that's demonized like that?
and you know what? I talked about that on one of these podcasts I was a guest on, where I said some people have the burden where they're expected to have a certain level of emotional response to the uttering of the syllables. Those sounds are like require you to be violent and or a certain level of extremely upset.
Right.
And if you don't have that emotional response, then you're going to be called a coon, sellout, a race trader, whatever. And I would argue that the only burden similar to that Mexicans might have is like saying that Mexican food ain't the best, how they did Yaritza, and number two, maybe saying something about like border issues, like immigration related, like if you say like if someone says, hey, how do you feel about the border and the fact that like it's porous and motherfuckers is coming in, like if you don't say they can't deport us all, those are all nice grandmothers coming, leave them alone, those are dreamers, those are all legitimate asylum claims and they're escaping climate. If you don't say that and instead you say, I think we ought to keep an eye on it because it's a ticking time bomb, and then it's like, what? Anyway, with that being said, I will let you guys go. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for tuning in. Somebody said, Chingo, you're just built different. Okay. Somebody said Juan was smoking that swag weed. Someone said he had some bad stuff, Big Da. Saludos desde Guadalajara. And they said, be safe on the road, Chingo. Thank you, YouTube. Holla at you later. RPT drops today. In between bites of cheddar biscuits, we gonna get it up. Thank you, YouTube. Goodbye.